What's going on, guys? My name is Sam and you're watching Cast Pies Camp. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to cast a 6-foot cast net. Now there are several different ways to cast a net, but I'm just going to be showing you one technique today. Alright, let's go ahead and get right into it. For this technique you're going to go ahead and put the wristband or your rope that's been looped up and knotted around your right hand if you're going to be throwing the net with your right hand, or vice versa for the left hand. Next step is you want to take about an arm's length of the rope, make a loop, and just do that again and start making loops in your hand. You'll just hold them in your hand and pinch them down with your thumb. Next step, you want to go ahead and grab the horn. Make sure your net's all the way stretched out. This one's a 6-footer, so it should be stretched out to a 6-foot length. Next, you'll take your rope hand while keeping the ropes and the webbing between your thumb and your finger. You go down about halfway and you'll grab it just like that. And since this is a 6-footer, you're gonna have about 3 foot of netting material up here. I go ahead with my left hand, get it taut, and then loop it around. And I hold that in my right hand as well. Then you'll bunch up about 1/3 of these weights. And then you'll come back up with your right hand and grab about, I don't know, 6-8 inches below that bunch. And then take that bunch and fold it over the back of your right hand there. And take that front skirt, open it up over the front part of your hand, the back skirt over the back. Then the next step is to take part of this back skirt, you want to follow it all the way down till you get a piece of that rope and that weight about an arm length. And then it's ready to cast. So now I'm gonna go ahead and cast this out and show you how it works, and then I'll do it again on the chest mount. You're gonna be facing the direction that you wanna cast your net into. So I'm gonna cast it this direction, I'm gonna face that direction. Turn with my back, bring the net behind me, and I do a full rotation and let go right about here with my right hand only. You wanna let go of this left hand weight at the very last moment. You almost wanna let the net take the weight out of your hand. Just like that. Let's go take a look at that spread. Now as you can see, it didn't open up fully, but it opened up most of the way. We have some weeds in the way as well, but the more you practice on this, the more you can get it to fully open up all the way. Then depending on how far you want your net to sink, you'll let it sink all the way to the bottom or until it gets some bait inside of the net. Then you'll want to take the slack out of the rope as it's sinking, and once you got it to the desired depth, you start pulling in quick. And that's what closes the net up. This one didn't close all the way, but we're gonna try again. And to release your bait out the net, the horn slides up and down on the braille lines here, and you'll just pull it up to release your bait out of the net. You can shake your bait out of the net. So now I'm gonna show you again, but this time up close. Go ahead and put the wristband or the rope loop around your throwing arm. Then proceed to loop up the slack rope and hold that with your throwing hand as well. Next, grab the horn. This little circle piece that goes up and down the braille lines is called the horn. You want to grab the horn, pull it all the way up to where you want the net opened up. Next, take your right hand or your throwing hand, go down about halfway and grab your net. Take the top half that's excess and loop it around with your left hand and hold that with your throwing hand as well. Then we're going to come down to the weights. We're going to get about 1/3 of the weights and bunch them up just like that. And I'm going to bring that back to our throwing hand and hold the bunched up netting with our throwing hand. And take the bundle of weights and put them over our wrist with the front skirt going in front and the back skirt going towards the back. Then on the back skirt, you come all the way back down to the bottom here where it hangs low. Get the lowest weight and hold that with your left hand. So it should look something like that. Now, you're just going to go ahead, put the net behind you, cast out, and let go of the left hand weight at the last possible moment. And that will help open up the spread. And then you let it sink to the desired depth or where your bait fish is at. And then you start to pull in your rope. When you pull in your rope, that's what closes the net up and captures all your fish. All right, now let's go put it into action and catch some fish. Okay, now we're out here at the water. Now that I've showed you the technique, I'm gonna go ahead and start casting and see if we can't catch some fresh bait. All right, that was a pretty good cast right there. Let it sink for a few seconds. Now we're gonna pull it in. Let's see, did we get any? We did. We actually did. Now to release them, pull up on the horn, and shake them out. I think we only got one. One baby tiny shad right here, guys. But hey, just to show you, the cast net works. Let's go ahead and throw him back. Alright guys, and that's how you cast a 6-foot cast net. I'm going to go ahead and cast around a little bit more just to see if we can get some more fresh bait. But until next time, if you enjoy these instructional fishing videos, let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking, sharing with friends and family, and subscribing also if you haven't already. Sam out.